Okay, I can actually hear stuff normally. Let's begin the game proper. So, for those of you who don't know, where we had last left off, we had been messing around with the illusionist in the far north. Dark Alchemist has created a simulacrum and has basically been kind of running around, doing his absolute damnedest to try to murder his way through the Troll King. We've also discovered the Dryads are in this general direction, and there's one other or two other factions that are still kind of running around in non-existence, therefore I actually honestly don't care. Also, I should honestly look up how to do that, so I'm actually going to do this right now before I forget for the umpteenth bloody time. Command line Conquest of Elysium. Alright, now how the heck am I supposed to actually do like a name update? Commander names, commander names, commander names. Control F rename. Chapter 13, command line switches. Alright, now how do I do this? I mean, it's bad to do this on stream, but I honestly forgot about this until just now. So at least I'm getting it finally over and done with, because I actually wanted to rename this. Both to keep in line with the Patreon and other such things. Okay, so I should be able to do this here. Preferences. Never mind. Never mind. I shouldn't even bother. Too complicated. Way too complicated. Alright. And this distinguished gentleman with all his gold is still relegated to his monotonous task of clearing everything out of my bloody territory. And as for recruitment, all locations are going to get another batch of swordsmen because we don't really have much else use for the gold. And who knows, maybe we'll get enough like foot soldiers together to just drop a couple of armies onto the field and continue conquering the realm. Alright, what else are we doing here? Okay, you took our city. Big bloody whoop. We can create simulacrum, but instead I'm going to capture multiple images. Are we finally full? I kind of want to take the fortified Hoburg. Okay, I needed to fill up 3 more. It's actually not that bad when you think about it. But I want to create another grand mirror. Oh well. Head towards the Crystal Palace. We can actually make use of something there. Not Dark Alchemist, we swear. Head on down south, let's figure out what was going on. Alright, random person of the day. Shut the ever-living heck up. Go die in a fire. That's a beholder. Oh baby and oh joy. At least they're never going to take that from that creature. And let us... 1, 2, 3. Okay, nothing's going to try and kill me immediately. Gold income rises. So, do the power of my mirrors have enough to actually claim the fortified Hoburg? Let's find out. Alright. With the mirror wall up, and you having an army of 53, let's go and look and see what territory we can claim. The Crystal Palace will start getting some more recruits down there. In fact, I'll even drop an additional scout to make sure we don't, like, oh, I don't know, die horrifically. Or something to that effect. Alright, my army of Grand Illusion. What can you do? Oh great, the other idiot's gonna get himself killed. Or maybe the sheer power of my magic will be enough to overwhelm them. Hurrah for illusions! Hurrah for the land of dreams! Hurrah for me posting this on Twitter as well. Oh, wait, never mind, that was already posted. Phantasmal Archangel. Hopefully this, like, combination of troops is enough to actually take them all on. My god, the golden mirror. It's literally just drops a horde of what the heck is that? Phantasmal Great Horror. Okay. I mean, I knew this mirror was powerful, but it summoning that is hilarious. And then, go my phantasmal moose. Conquer the realm in my name. Jesus Christ. Well, again, well, second Archangel, I guess. Yeah. We know what's happening here. Ahem. Sir. Sir. What did you just try and do? You do realize that that belongs to me. And I will capture phantasms. Because the silver mirrors are phenomenal. What's in your army? Trolls. Trolls, and an Etten. You know, I don't think you're actually going to be moving that much. Where's the fortified Hoburg? Because I kind of want to wheel around another golden mirror. And you know what? We'll inflate your army with a bunch of militia. If you were to use a special power, capture greater phantasms. Disappointing. Just capture images for now and end the turn. Who knows, maybe he will go full retard. Greetings, Zalrock. It's been a while, has it? I could agree with Legend of Grimrock 2 being pretty fun, but I would need to actually find time to start up that game myself, as we're in the middle of finals. Oh, Dark Alchemist, I would love for you to visit the library, but instead go towards the huge cave. Also, Dark Alchemist, I'd love to capture more greater phantasms, but instead we're going to images. With the power of these images, let's go and take on this army. Here's to hoping they don't just immediately destroy us. Go, my entire castle of illusion! This isn't working. Well, that's what we have a blade of meat shields for. Wow, their riders are really, like, just going through everything that we have, because all this stuff is ethereal, mind you. And so even with their sheer number of attacks, they shouldn't be hitting nearly as often as they are. Hello, what's this? Confused. Was something summoned that I wasn't aware of? Right, you're spamming demons. Right. That explains a lot of stuff, actually. Is that a fairy? No, it's just insects. Well, I think that we can firmly say that the illusionist is going to maintain supremacy on this domain. Also, free Etten. Excellent. Well, free Etten for all 2 seconds. Although if we win the combat with him, free Etten. Okay, no, I'm not surprised. He's probably gonna die. What a horrid travesty. Now, if I remember correctly, they said that these guys automatically rejuvenated the number of, like, a certain number of phantasmal charges as time goes on. I think. I don't know. All I know is that the gems here are going to be very expensive to replace. You know, we have an archangel somewhere. Or maybe just an angel. My goodness, we're running them down. Okay, it's obvious we won that fight. Right. Dark Alchemist, if you'd be so kind, take the iron mine back. We also lost a mine of our own. I only just realized this. This I do not approve of. I want to get these gems back under control, but it's so difficult because there's nothing here that gives me free units. Going to the huge cave, we need to just transfer out some people. We don't need altogether too many, but we need some. You know what? In the huge cave, I'll take the illusionist apprentice, because he will keep the simulacrum in line. And we'll... Don't even bother claiming the town. Not really, but the Hoburg village is a little important to me at this point in time, so I'll just drop some archers on there. Now, so I know that the Troll King has just taken a massive loss. How many actual... no, because army strength is still high. Citadels. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 citadels remain. I'm hazarding a guess that this guard tower is one of them. Felonus, kick the snakes out of there. Jesus. Clodius, I would do a ritual of mastery on you, but I kind of need to save my gold. In the meantime, you will control Mr. Dark Alchemist's simulacrum and ensure that he lives, for if he doesn't, you're getting promptly shoved through the volcano. Do I make myself clear? Good. Your next objective is get that coal mine and just start reclaiming this section of the map. Excellent. Yes. This is going all according to plan. Take this. Guard tower. Goblin archers. Now, because this is so important, we will capture phantasms. What do we get? Soldiers. Oh ho ho. That's actually not bad. Alright. Fenlius, get rid of the ghouls, will you? They're quite disgusting. You can actually lay claim to the coal mine, and oh well, we encounter something horrific. Am I not surprised? Honestly, the map that we're dealing with right now, I would love to have a necromancer on this map, because this actually wouldn't be that bad. Sincerely, from me, kindly back the fuck off. Hello. Mr. Trolls, do you want to lose yet more territory to me? We'll recruit a sorceress, because I actually don't know what their statistics are. What are these mirrors filled with? Nothing. Phantasms. A few phantasms, but ultimately nothing. I will capture images. You know, I think we might actually be able to take on these pale ones via outnumber, so we'll give it a shot. Seeing that Clodius doesn't have much else to do here, we'll leave Senna. Ooh, interesting. Silver Arcana. From the firmament or tell the future by reading the stars. Protective wards, gust of wind, luck. I'm just going to swap that out for gust of wind. Senna, you'll soon be joining Clodius when he appears back up there. You have a very important function to maintain. Crystal Palace will of course get more archers, and we'll continue to hemorrhage gold into gems. Alright, first wave of archers. We'll take on a few of them. Well, exceedingly painful. We should hopefully start getting some illusory troops up at the front line soon. Preferably those that actually matter, you know. Hello, what's this? Turn into a frog? Who has Curse of the Frog Prince? Well, the losses are extreme, but I think I can deal with this. And all worth it for a higher gem income anyway. Then we could hemorrhage a few archers just to claim this territory. Although having my illusions all stuck behind my front line kind of sucks. They're also not moving. Quite frankly, I think it's a waste. Right. Captain Illusion. Well, finally dead. Came to Shoes of Speed. Oh, hello. I think you've made a big mistake. A very big mistake. A mistake I actually enjoy. So, capture phantasms. I know most of our lessers have probably been depleted, but let us engage in risky combat. Fenlius, you've lost a significant portion of your army. Except the illusions, which are all that really matter. Head across. Let's fix up what's going around this deserted port. There's a lot of free gold we could be claiming. Clodius, as we said before, head up north. Let's deal with everything that's up here. Senna, you must wait, and we'll end our turn. I wish I could sell our iron. Hello, illusions upon illusions. Now question, where's the Troll King? So many mirror images, so little time. Excuse me? I should have checked what spells she had, didn't I? Or shouldn't have I? Well, that indeed sucked. Oh well, our phantasms are at least holding the line anyway. Still, Jesus. I mean, I guess that's one of the weaknesses of this faction. If you ever encounter any magic users, you promptly die. Horrifically. Still, our golden mirrors are still holding the way, but that golden... Oh, never mind. I thought it went empty. Maybe I just deployed its entire field. Oh well. Everything here is exceedingly dead. Hopefully this puts an end to this faction at least, so we can move on to bigger and better things. Oh my word, they're healing. Please, stop faffing about and kill it. Stay dead. Axe of Sharpness. Nope, they're still alive. Somewhere. Another illusionist's apprentice. You know what? Let's give a warm helping hand up north. And we'll chuck another golden mirror at it. Why not? Dark Alchemist, you now have an actual apprentice following you around. Hope you're happy. Also, we have run out of a lot of things. Let's just head up north. Fenlius, let's start getting some gold back, will you? Clodius, we encountered a soulless. Just get rid of the aberration. Senna, I think you can actually start making some movements. So I heard you like shrooms. Sort of start to wither and join the rest of the corpses in a matter of minutes. Death fungus can spread very quickly once it starts to grow in a graveyard and quickly make the graveyard unusable for human beings. Consume corpses and make sure they cannot rise as undead. Interesting. Corpse Eater. And doesn't age. Interesting, very interesting. I'm kind of annoyed that that was the case, but ah well. I don't think we're going to be fighting off the death fungus anytime soon. My word, do you people never learn? More bodies to the meat grinder, I suppose. And it's a wizard, too. Of the Metal Order. Never mind. If it's just a wizard of the Metal Order, that's actually not that bad. And my word, please tell me this is your last commander, because we've just burned through so many of your people. Can I move you down here? Images. And we'll wait. Take on the Soulless, because why not? There's way too many of them anyway. Senna, get into the woods. Claudius, join Senna, and take your sorceress companion. Gauntlets of Knighthood, Strength and Armor. That will actually go on the Illusionist, mostly because I'd rather the Illusionist not die as opposed to the Sorceress. Once again, my bloody word. Oh wait. Never mind, that's actually a perfect play. 300 units... Meet Demon Lord. I wish I could capture more. It's just one golden mirror, soldier mirror, swarm mirror, and an unearthly one. Do you have a catapult? You don't. You have a Metal Order initiate, but that initiate can't do much. Hope we get lucky. Because once again, we're trying to just eat the entire opposition up using this army. I'd very much like it if we could do this a little bit faster, but ah well. So here comes the swarming one. What do you have? Paralyze and Iron Skin. That's actually not bad. Currently, Zarok, I'm going to be moving on to Clive Barker's Undying, so unfortunately, I'm not going to be starting any series just yet. And I also have a tendency to not want to be a part of survival games. Mostly because they are guaranteed to take forever, whereas games like this aren't really so much guaranteed as they're as quick as you are skilled. If that makes any sense. Also, please, golden mirrors, shine your golden light down on the enemy opposition and gut them ruthlessly. And please, let this be the end of their armies. I'm sick and tired of dealing with these people. But no, unfortunately, I will not be doing Subnautica anytime soon. Heck, I'm not even sure, because I think I might end up finishing Overlord tomorrow. I feel like I'm very close to the bloody end. I think. At least I would like to think I am. Oh no. Okay, Soldier Mirror still isn't empty. Golden Mirror, that was there, that was empty to begin with. Our horrors are hitting the front line. So this battle is pretty much over because they decided to choke point themselves. And we're just spamming multiple AoEs, which will eventually end them. It does lead right up to Overlord 2, as I'd promised all that long time ago, where I'd actually start the series, preferably not on Legendary, so I could actually just breeze right through most of the conflicts. So yes. Finally! Troll King is dead. Hallelujah, praise the scholars. All of the above. Let's start claiming territory. Right, so, player overview. We have the Dryad Queen and the Witch. The Witch is the one I'm most concerned about. Dryad Queen, I know where she is vaguely. So we'll start trying to claim that, but aside from that, there's not much else to worry about at this point in time. One unit drowned in a lake. Congratulations, you did it. Which does shrooms, which also does tons of massed, attacks. And thus I want to deal with the witch basically as soon as inhumanly possible. Naturally, that requires me to be inhuman enough in how to deal with them. We'll move over here. We'll capture phantasms. We get another unearthly mirror. Excellent. Also, we have an illusionist apprentice. I should probably teach him how to do, I can't even think of it right now. I should probably pull him out of that force and teach him how to do the capture phantasms to make up for the greater phantasms we keep making. Dryad does a lot of automatic unit generation. Primarily centaurs and other such natural things. They kind of operate a little bit like Rome. And now we're basically heading towards them. Sure, we'll take the coal mine. Why not? Claudius, take everything around here and get ready to pick up some more units, because we have to go deal with the sea troll. And in wherever we are, we'll always recruit more units. Our goal now is to find all of the Dryads' just forces. Yep, they love ancient forests because they convert it into places that they'll automatically take over. Or at least automatically produce units at those locations. As such, it's very much in my favor to go and kill them off now. You do appear to be first. Kind of sad, because I wanted to try to make this Abco's shining moment, as once again, his continuous donations to my Patreon prove to be most useful. Oh baby, we get a troll. A lake troll at that. Is it actually... oh, wrong unit. Or wrong army. Right, so let's see, did they try to take the capital? Probably. The floating eye reveals nothing. Glorious. Maybe Fenelus can find something. Claudius, you have your troll with you. Claim this village, turn around, and then continue exploring. I mean, it was almost as good as the free troll we had gotten a while ago. That one was a glorious thing to get. But yes, this is Abco's 4th month of straight donations of the new donation incentives. Which, all that does is I just speak about him constantly as if he were my best friend. Wouldn't you like to be my best friend as well, to those who are watching in the aftermath? Feel free to donate to my Patreon. There's always a link below in my YouTube videos, should you wish. I can barely feel like I can say that with a straight face. Oh well. Alright, people. Just please go and murder. Excellent. Autumn is here. So I could probably reliably take on the capital. I'd very much like the trade district, but I also think that's a horrible plan. Do we go up north? Maybe. Those are all mountains. Let's just go towards the hill, because it's the closest. Clodius, take the hamlet, take this. Don't even bother with the swords. We're just trying to find people at this point.